welcome back to my channel. My name is Karen, and if you're new here, please go ahead and subscribe down below so you can keep track of any of my new videos. I usually put out videos twice a week, so just subscribe so you can keep up on those because they always come up really quickly. It always seems like the days are flying by. So subscribing really helps me out and it helps you keep track of your favorite YouTubers. Now today we're talking about my June favorites, and I am going to talk about 6 of my favorite products for the month of June. I always pick the number of products that correspond to the month. This way I feel like I can highlight my favorite products. So without further ado, let's check out my June favorites. Okay, so the first item I want to talk to you guys about is an oldie but a goodie. Now this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. This is nothing new to you guys, but I haven't really talked about this very much on my channel. I picked this up a long time ago, probably when it first came out, and it is well loved. As you can see, this is probably one of the only palettes I've actually hit pan on in a few sections. So I've hit pan on this color, which is my contour shade, and then the 2 lighter colors up here. It's just really fun to own a palette and actually show it this much love. I've been very strict with my contour palettes. I haven't accumulated as many as I have in some of my other categories. Like, you can buy so many blushes, you can have so many highlighters, but I was really firm with myself and said, okay, you can have 1 powder contour, and I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour palette. So I was very firm with myself and I'm like, you're not buying any more powder contours, you're just gonna love the one you have. So I have really enjoyed this. I can't wait for them to release the singles because I know Kat Von D is working on the single pans, which I think is an amazing idea because these pans are not refillable, which is kind of disappointing. Now this baby is about $40 something, which is a hefty price tag, but you get a lot of different varieties. So I think this is an awesome product. If you're a makeup artist or you do your friend's makeup all the time, it gives you a variety of different skin tones. So you can use this on light skin tone, medium, or dark skin tone, which is kind of cool. The downside is, of course, if you're only working on one skin tone, you don't really need these 2 options, but I can usually get away with wearing this color mixed with this. So I think overall this palette is good bang for your buck, and I really enjoyed. As you can see, it's well loved. So if you're on the fence about picking this up, I would totally recommend it. It's definitely one of my favorite contour kits on the market. Okay, so with this favorites video, I feel like I have a really great mix. I have a few older products that have been in my collection for a long time, and I also have some newer makeup products. So I thought it'd be fun to get all the stuff I've kind of loved for a while out of the way. So now this product is a hair product, which I don't usually talk about anything other than beauty very often, but this is worth mentioning. This is the Healthy Sexy Hair Soya Want It All 22-in-1 product. And this is a leave-in treatment with soy, cocoa, and argan oil. Now, somebody recommended this to me a few years ago when I bleached my hair and my hair was super damaged. And after a little while, after my ombre kind of faded away, I stopped using this because my hair is already really greasy. But if you have damaged and dry hair, this product is going to totally change the texture of your hair. All you do is spray a little bit on the palm of your hand and work it into your hair after you get out of the shower and blow dry. And honestly, if you have like bleached hair like I do and you can't even get a brush through it, this will straighten it out in like seconds. It's literally the craziest thing because I can noticeably see the difference in my hair if I spray this or don't spray it. If I don't spray it, the ends are so coarse, it is honestly a nightmare. So if you've gone lighter or you just have damaged hair, I would totally recommend picking this up from any of your local like Ultas or your local hair salon. Okay, now on to a product that is relatively new to me. This is the Beauty Blender, and this is a makeup sponge. Everyone and their grandma knows what this product is, and it is definitely nothing new to the beauty industry. So I picked this up, I don't know how long ago I got this, maybe a few months ago. It was before the VIP sale, I think, and I just couldn't wait any longer. Everyone keeps talking about the Beauty Blender, and I was like, this is so dumb. I don't want to spend $20 on a sponge. Well, anyway, I finally bought the nude because I thought the color was cute because, of course, I'm like that. And yeah, so I picked this up and I was like, okay, let's see what you've got, Beauty Blender. Show me what you got. And I just never ended up like really liking it. And then finally, I think sometime last week or so, I was like, okay, I need to give this Beauty Blender another shot. So I used it, and for some reason it all kind of clicked. The whole like pouncing thing, just like putting the makeup on all over your face and then pouncing the Beauty Blender so that it really meshed into my skin, really clicked in my head for some reason. I kept thinking that maybe I wasn't doing it right. I know a few times I felt like my Beauty Blender was too damp, so it just felt like it was like watering down the consistency of my foundation, which I didn't like. So for some reason, a few days ago, it just felt like the right consistency, the pouncing, everything. It just put on my foundation so flawlessly, and I'm beyond impressed. It's kind of sad actually, because I have foundation brushes and I'm such a brush girl, and I never thought I would fall for this sponge. But now when I'm like doing my makeup in the morning, I'm like, oh, I should use a Beauty Blender. I really want to use a Beauty Blender, which I'd never felt that before. So now I'm totally a Beauty Blender convert, which is really sad. But I'm also really excited that I've mastered the art of the Beauty Blender. And if you're on the fence about trying this out, honestly, I think it is actually amazing. And it gives me a really flawless face. So if you want to check this out, I would totally endorse that. 3 products down, 3 to go. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is, of course, this guy. Now this is Jeffree Star's baby. This is the Skin Frost in the shade King Tut. Now there has been so much controversy about this highlight, and for a good reason. A lot of people were saying that they were arriving broken, which honestly, I know my postal service, I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. So I can't imagine that they know in their head, oh, this is Jeffree Star, this is a makeup brand, I shouldn't be like tossing this box in the air. So luckily mine arrived in one piece, and this is a gorgeous highlight. Like compared to the size of my face, like it's huge. Like it's humongous. Like if I hold it up in front of me, like it covers up all my face. So this is gorgeous. This is King Tut. I only got one because I have so many highlighters, but this is very chunky and glittery, but honestly, like it's so beautiful. Like I just can't. And I am like wearing it on my shoulders. Like, do you see that highlight? Like that highlight dough? Like that highlight though. This is so perfect for the summer. You get 0.53 ounces, which is a lot of product. You're probably going to have highlight for the rest of your life with this thing. And this was $29, which is a steal, because like Becca highlights are about $38, which is almost $40, which is almost the price of a palette, which is kind of crazy. But I think he did an amazing job with these. I don't think I'm going to get any of the other colors from the recent launch, but we'll see. Jeffree Star is always surprising people with his amazing products. So yeah, I really like this. If you get a chance to pick this up, I would totally recommend it. So this next product I didn't think I was going to love. I've had some really mixed experiences with hydrating foundations. So if you haven't already guessed from the word hydrating, I'm going to talk about this guy. This is the L'Oreal Up to 24-Hour Foundation. This is the Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. Now they have the Pro Matte Foundation that's been out for a couple of years now, which has the red packaging. I actually tried that out, and I really don't like that foundation. I don't think the coverage is anything really to write home about. But this guy I've had for a while. I picked this up actually at Walmart. I picked up the shade Cream Cafe, which is 211, and I think this is a really good color match for me, especially now. So this has a SPF of 15. It's a radiant finish, normal to dry skin hydrating foundation. I just think this is a really good foundation. Like he says, it is hydrating. So it's definitely a little bit more of a liquid consistency. If I hold my hand up, you'll see it will drip down my hand. But I think this is an amazing foundation. It stays on really like opaque, and it dries really nice and almost like matte. It's not overly shiny, which I like. It seems more water-based than like silicone-based, and so it just really blends, and it gives a little bit of shine, but nothing overpowering. I've been trying the Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation, and I honestly really wanted to love that foundation, but it's a little too dewy for my skin. Even though I have dry skin, that's like extremely dewy, and so it gets really shiny on my face. A lot of people have been commenting on my videos saying my face looks really shiny, and it's honestly a combination of natural oils mixed with way too much highlight, and then testing out dewy foundations, because on me, when you see me in person, I feel like it looks very natural, but on camera with the lights and everything, it's very like blown out. So I look so greasy, but in real life, I actually have really dry skin. So to me, I feel like I want to like hydrating foundations, but I feel like I prefer my face in matte foundations. Even right now in the viewfinder, I feel like I look really dewy, even though I'm wearing like the Marc Jacobs foundation, which makes me feel like I have cement on my face. Anyway, back to the L'Oreal Pro Glow. I think this is a really breathable foundation. It's beyond affordable, and you get a lot of products. So if you're looking for a new foundation with the summertime, I would totally recommend checking this baby out. Okay guys, last but not least is a palette, and you guys must have seen this in my hot new palettes video. I will go ahead and link it down below if you haven't seen it. Now, I've been hauling palettes like it's my job. There's been so many great new releases, and it's so hard for me to resist. I'm such a makeup junkie. I love eyeshadow palettes and any kind of palette. So I bought the Tarte Graveyard Girl and Swan Queen palette, and I was just basically picking it up for review purposes. I didn't even think I was going to like this palette. I saw some mixed reviews on it. A lot of people were saying it's very chalky, there's chunks of glitter, there's a lot of fallout, you know, the usual that you hear about palettes. And then I was like, okay, whatever, I'll buy it, I'll review it. If I hate it, I'll take it back. And honestly, this has been like the most surprising love for me. Now, I'm going to do a full review and maybe a tutorial with this palette, but overall, I really like this palette. I think it's a great everyday palette. If you are a girl on the go, I love the bronzer, I love the blush. The highlight's a little bit chunky, but you can still get away with wearing it. And honestly, the bronzer was pleasantly surprising because it actually works with my skin tone. It's very pigmented. So definitely, if you are lighter than me, please go ahead and use a light hand on this bronzer, which is called Sweet Tea. It's super beautiful. Everything pretty much has glitter in it. There's like a few matte shades, and this palette is already like super well loved. I can't even read the names. Also, the packaging is really cute. I am obsessed with all these colors. I love the color Sassy Bun. It's actually really beautiful. It is the palette I pretty much have on my face right now. I am obsessed with this, and it smells like vanilla, which I think is so cute. Tarte has like that signature vanilla scent in their palettes now, which I think is adorable. But I'm really loving this palette. If you are looking for a basic palette, go ahead and pick this up. If you're a YouTuber and you have a gazillion palettes, you probably don't need this, but I love it. And I'm going to stop now because I'm going to do a review on this. So if you want to see swatches and stuff, go ahead and leave me a comment below, and I will get that tutorial up for you guys ASAP. Okay guys, those are all my favorites for the month of June. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or comments or video ideas, or you just want to say hi, go ahead and leave me a comment below. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye!